Do you keep wondering if we're living in the last days? Or are you one of those people that are legitimately tired of people even talking about it? Either way, this video's for you. If you ever looked at the world and thought, this has to be it, you're not crazy. Wars, moral confusion, technology exploding, things changing faster than they ever have. And then you remember something Jesus said. No one knows the day or the hour. In the Gospel of Matthew 24:36, Jesus says that not even the angels in heaven know. Not even the Son, only the Father. That's humbling, because every generation has thought they were the last one. When Rome fell, they thought it was over. During the plagues, world wars, nuclear threats, people were certain this is the end. I remember cartoons when I was a kid. Some wild-eyed guy just holding a cardboard sign that says, "The end is near." We laughed at it. It was just a joke. But then we hear preachers say it seriously. The end is near. And if we're honest, it does feel different now. We've never had global communication like this. Every person with a phone, every event live streamed worldwide. If something massive happened in the sky, everyone could see it at the same time. That part is new. But here's where I wrestle with this. If it is near, even if we are the generation, even if prophecy is lining up exactly as some people believe, it doesn't actually change the most important reality. The end is near for you and for me, because whether Christ returns in our lifetime or not, you are going to die. I am going to die. That's not dramatic. That's not fear-based. That's not manipulation. It's math. Hebrews 9:27 says, "It is appointed for man to die once, and after that comes judgment." That appointment is on your calendar. You don't know the date, though. We spend so much time debating timelines, studying signs, watching news cycles, trying to decode prophecy. And maybe some of that is valuable. But sometimes I wonder if focusing on the cosmic clock distracts us from the personal one. If Jesus didn't come back for another 500 years, what does that change for you? You still have a finish line, and it might be closer than you think. I've seen people die unexpectedly. I've watched families grieve. I've stood at funerals. The world keeps spinning, but for that person, time stopped. That was their end of days. And I think sometimes we talk about the end times because it feels distant and dramatic. But the sobering thought is this: your end time is guaranteed. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. There's a difference. Because if death is certain, and it is, then what matters isn't whether we can predict the trumpet blast. What matters is whether we're ready. Now. Ready to stand before a holy God. Ready to give an account. Ready to say, I didn't ignore you. And here's the good news in all of this. Christianity isn't about obsessing over dates. It's about being reconciled to God now. It's about not walking into eternity unprepared. If Christ returns tomorrow, those who belong to him are secure. If he doesn't return for 1,000 years and you die tonight, that same security applies. The urgency is the same either way. What strikes me is how easy it is to delay. I'll take this serious later. I'll clean up my life eventually. I'll deal with God when I'm older. But no one is promised later. So maybe the question isn't, are we in the end times? Maybe the question is, are you ready for yours? Have you gotten your house in order? Not your mortgage, not your retirement account, your soul. Because the end is near for all of us. Not necessarily in a cosmic fireball tomorrow, but in the quiet certainty that our days are numbered. And that reality doesn't need to produce panic, but it can produce clarity. Clarity about what matters. Clarity about who you trust. Clarity about whether you've actually turned to Christ or just talked about him. Let's say a prayer. Lord, teach us to number our days. Help us not to get lost in speculation and miss what's right in front of us. If we have been delaying you, wake us up. If we've been distracted, refocus us. And if we're afraid, remind us that for those in Christ, the end is not terror, it's home. So give us urgency without hysteria, conviction without panic, and courage to face eternity honesty. So be it. May the truth set us all free.